Welcome back. The United States has become the latest country to detect the new Omicron variant. The discovery led health experts to urge all adults to get a booster shot against COVID. Sarah Wong reports.
The highly mutated Omicron variant has appeared in the United States, the country with the highest COVID caseload. The first U.S. patient was confirmed in the Californian city of San Francisco, raising fears that a variant has already spread to other parts of the country.
Am I concerned? Of course I am, until we get the final answers.
The patient had returned from South Africa after getting 2 Moderna jabs. That fueled concerns whether current vaccines offered enough protection.
The evidence that an individual with Omicron identified by sequencing actually has mild symptoms is improving, I think is a testimony to the importance of the vaccinations.
The World Health Organization said existing vaccines will likely work against severe Omicron cases. Scientists are still trying to find out whether the rapidly spreading strain is more deadly. As many of Omicron's characteristics are still uncertain, the top U.S. infectious disease expert called on adults to get a third jab.
Our experience with variants, such as the Delta variant, is that even though the vaccine isn't specifically targeted to the Delta variant, when you get a high enough level of an immune response, you get spillover protection even against a variant that the vaccine wasn't specifically directed at.
U.S. regulators, meanwhile, are set to authorize the Pfizer booster shot for those aged 16 to 17. All eyes are also on the Food and Drug Administration after an advisory panel narrowly endorsed the COVID treatment pill developed by Merck. Sarah Wong, HKIBC.
The head of the United Nations has slammed travel restrictions imposed on Southern Africa as deeply unfair and ineffective.
We have the instruments to have safe travel. Let's use those instruments to avoid this kind of, allow me to say, travel apartheid. What is unacceptable is to have one part of the world that is one of the most vulnerable parts of the world economy condemned to a lockout when they were the ones that revealed the existence of a new variant that, by the way, already existed in other parts of the world, including in Europe, as we know.
The teenager who shot and killed 4 students at his high school in the U.S. state of Michigan has been charged with murder, possession of a firearm, and terrorism.
What about all the children who ran, screaming, hiding under desks? What about all the children at home right now who can't eat and can't sleep and can't imagine a world where they could ever foot back in that school? Those are victims too, and so are their families, and so is the community. And the charge of terrorism reflects that.
15-year-old Ethan Crumbley has been charged as an adult and was denied bail after entering a not guilty plea. If convicted, he could spend the rest of his life in jail. Crumbley went on a shooting rampage on Tuesday with a semi-automatic pistol that his father bought a few days ago. The tragedy renewed calls for the state's Republican-controlled legislature to tighten gun laws. Mainland social media network Weibo is ready to launch a secondary listing in Hong Kong and price its shares at $272.8 apiece. The flotation will raise $385 million, according to sources. Weibo shares in New York plunged almost 10% overnight to $36, just slightly higher than its indicative price for its Hong Kong offering. Trading in the SAR will start next Wednesday. Property stocks have staged a rebound in Hong Kong as bargain hunters helped the Hang Seng Index climb 0.6%. The mainland properties index jumped 2.4% after 2 developers announced plans to sell bonds to raise money. Country Gardens rose 4.1%, while Longfor gained 3.1%. Casino stocks recovered after tumbling in the past 3 days, following concerns over the gaming industry in Macau and the arrest of the head of a leading junkets operator. Now let's take a look at the market. The Hang Seng Index closed up 130 points. Top 10 active stock, Tencent up $4.80, Alibaba down $3.10, and China Power down 53 cents. Tracker Fund up 12 cents, and CCB up 13 cents. Forex trading against Hong Kong dollar, euro is trading at 8.83, British pound at 10.37, and Australian dollar at 5.53. Over to the UK market, the FTSE 100 is down 64 points. On to the weather now. Stay warm tomorrow morning as it will be cool. Fine and dry during the day. Temperatures will range between 15 and 21 degrees. It will get warmer toward the weekends. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. That's our main news for Thursday night. Join us for more news at 11. I'm Annie Lau. Thanks for watching. Good evening.